Alright, so you can't see my browser, which is good, because now if there are chats, you won't have to see me checking them. I'm creating a copy of the pre-brand template questions, and then I'm gonna offer this as something people can use for questions for themselves if they want to leave an idea. I guess I may as well share the link. Alright, so I just tweeted it. I don't think I got that Twitter extension going, which is too bad. I don't know. I'll get that eventually. So this document's almost done. I wonder how chat works in the sense of... Right, so I'm looking at my browser right now. Sorry if there's... Actually, I haven't checked if there's anyone there. It's funny how hard it is to concentrate if you think someone's watching. Done. Alright, let's see if this works. Cool. Alright, well, I've got that around for later anyway. I'm actually not sure if you get all of my Illustrator windows or just this one. I'm gonna have to see. Here in a second. Doesn't really matter. So I was trying to figure out what I can do just to kill time in case no one speaks up or shows up. That was for Josh Kaplan. I'm gonna delete that. Actually, no, I won't delete it. I'm gonna move it down here. So in the meantime, I was gonna start grabbing some older stuff. I'm eventually gonna open like a pre-brand store just based on like old stuff that I have, and I just haven't finished yet. And so I was gonna work on that until I check the comments, if there are any, which I'll do here in a second. Don't even know if audio's working. Someone say hi. I see that there's 6 people here, maybe. It would be cool if someone confirmed that you can hear me, or... I don't know. I am gonna try and design something for someone. But I'm not quite sure how that's gonna work. Like, I don't think this is like Zoom where I could invite someone else to start talking, or maybe it is. That would be cool. Otherwise I might just have to start reading, or I don't know, I could get on a call with someone. I did create a document that I'll link to. Wow, that was really slow. Okay. These must be huge. Yeah, okay, these are huge, that's why. Hold on. Alright. Peter San. I actually don't know how to say it, I'm sorry. Hi Jenny. Audio's working, okay, cool, thank you. So I have okay, so I have this document. I just pasted it in the chat. If anyone wants to start filling it out or make a copy of it, this is, I think, I hope there's nothing in here. There probably is. This isn't, I think, an older version. This is an older version of a document that I've used with clients before as a precursor to our call. And so if someone wants to take it and run with it, or start talking to me in the chat about something that I could design for you, that's what we're gonna try here. I don't know how long I'm gonna do this for. This is kind of a test, or I shouldn't even say kinda. This is definitely a test. Oh. I feel, yeah. So again, what I'm gonna wind up having, I have an Instagram for this. The pre-brand store is gonna be all on Instagram. I think, and I think I'm just gonna use the name pre-brand or pre-brand store as the stand-in name for whoever might eventually buy it. So it's just gonna be a whole bunch of logos called pre-brand, which could be funny. We will see, but I haven't really tried it too much yet, so that's kind of what I'm doing. I don't know what the Instagram is that I have. I think it's... No. I'm gonna stop trying here in a second. I'm trying to find my own page. How embarrassing. Oh wait, there it is. Oh, right. So I was gonna call them pre-mades. Yeah. Thank you. Why don't I do it in Figma? Because I don't know how to use Figma, and I definitely want to learn, but I don't. And also I don't know, like, it's tricky. Because I can do a lot of the type of work that I want to do in Illustrator, including branding, where I'm able to actually draw things. My impression of Figma is that that isn't necessarily a strength, so I'm having a hard time wanting to invest my time in learning it, knowing that I won't be able to do work that's pretty important to me and to my clients. So I don't really know what to do about it, to be honest. And I don't really have time anyway. So I'm just gonna keep punting But at least you know I want to do it. Alright, let me see if you get this window or not, actually. Yeah, okay, you do, cool. So this is just one of my collections of old stuff. I was gonna keep grabbing some things. And I'm gonna see if anyone checked the doc here in a second. Because I didn't actually intend to self-promote. I mean, of course I did, but not in this way. Although, whatever. Hopefully this is cool. I'm not really making anything though, I'm just sort of arranging them. But maybe we'll get there. This kind of one of the reasons I'm sort of jazzed about doing this is that it reminds me of skater brands, like skateboard brands, where you would just have an awesome name like Girlfriend or whatever, and then you would just assign a bunch of different awesome talent to fuck with it. And like Toy Machine was such a cool name, and then you just got to see it over and over and over again, and not just the name, but like the name associated with different type of imagery. And so I don't know, this feels fun to me, or at least like kind of familiar, in a way that I wouldn't mind making more familiar. This is raster, so I won't take it. This one kind of sucks, but it's a good stand-in. Alright, hold on. I don't see anything in the dock. Alright, well, I don't know, I guess I'll just keep doing this for a little while, or I'll just stop eventually, because I don't know. I don't have this mapped out in my mind in the way that I have like a what I could do for somebody if I had planned ahead and actually lined something up. But this is it's a bit of the, I don't know if I'll be able to find anyone to do this openly with. People are generally very guarded about this stage of their company, especially their ideas and everything. Like it's you know, doing their logo is a bit like bearing their soul, and I think maybe people instinctively know that. And so the idea of doing some sort of collaborative live whatever, I don't know what kind of natural barriers are in place, or if maybe like it's a generational thing where people start to expect stuff to be more open and transparent. Like, who knows, maybe it's time to give it a shot, which I guess is what I'm doing. Okay, so if this was gonna be an Instagram grid, I wouldn't want it like this, because I mean, maybe we'll see. I should be consistent. I'll get rid of store. I don't know why I fucked this up. What is this? Alright. Oops. Alright, I'm just replicating a quick Instagram. Oops. Oh, that's funny. That's not what I meant to do, but that's okay. Oh, hold on. I'm so embarrassed. Okay. Do over. Mulligan. There we go. That spacing kind of sucks, but okay. So Let's say that this was a before and after, so the left side is like the first screen. Oops. Like the first, hold on, let me give you more orientation. So this would be like an avatar up here. And then, you know, there's probably some whatever. And then okay, so let me just, it's funny that I feel rushed. I'm trying to not talk about my anxiety, but I assure you that I'm trying to go through this probably more quickly than I would otherwise. And that's funny because it kind of defeats the purpose, but whatever. Alright, so I think the initial, you wouldn't want the name every grid, every square, I don't think. I mean, maybe, but I'm not going to start there. Alright, and I'm going to check again. Thank you. No one... Alright, hold on, how many people are here? There's 15 people. I don't know what the ratio is for Twitch in the sense of, that doesn't mean 15 people are watching. Does no one, maybe I need to be more explicit. If you have a side project that could use a thing and you just want to hear someone else talk about it for a minute, I can do that. I'm good at talking about this stuff and I do it for other people all the time, and I'm wondering how to do that in this medium because I'm trying to figure out different audience ratios. Essentially. So I'm just, I mean, it's like I said, it's hard to line this up, but does anyone have anything, like, it can be a word mark, it can be a thing they're trying, like a startup that they're just like fucking with, like someone was just talking to me about doing a new book cover archive for their own, I don't want to get into it because whatever, I don't have their permission, but like, I don't know, someone give me something. Because or else I feel less useful than I'd like to. Because, yeah, whatever. I have an upcoming hackathon project. And I'm starting a computer repair business. Those are both sick. You can both tell me more, or do that. Scroll up and get to that document, and ideally you would both just start filling it out, and then I'll read it, and then I can start. Whatever. We'll see. If one of them looks too hard, I just won't do it, or something. Ben, we can't edit. I'm sorry. Anyone on the link with this link? Okay, yeah, sure. Oops, sorry. Editor. Done. Alright. There's the doc again. Permission should be fixed. Sorry, I understand your question from before. I thought you were still talking about Figma. Might be. Oh wait, I have coffee. I bet it's cold. That's so disappointing. It's okay. I'm just gonna down it. I should check my phone. Okay. So tell me about the name of your company. Design of a splash page isn't one of those soulless corporate splash pages. I need. Okay, sure, that's cool. Whoever's typing, give me names first. Like, give me don't give me vision yet, because then I can just start typing. Like there's a lot of transference of inner material in your head that I need to download into my head real quick. So give me all the basics. I don't want to pretend. Because it's gotta come from somewhere real in order for me to like ask questions. And no, if I'm gonna pretend, I'll do my own stuff. Thank you though. Well, it's tell me about the name of your company. Catalog. Okay, cool. Yeah, type color is a good call too. Thank you. Rack's community token look like? I don't know the parameters of what a token can look like. In the sense of his sphere, his pink sphere is awesome, and that's definitely what I would start with. I was gonna do here. I'll paste a thing so people can see whatever. Actually, someone else posted a video of Rack in the chat if you don't mind. Also, I'm reading the document if anyone's wondering what the hell I'm talking about. And there's people talking here, which is cool. So I'm gonna start on catalog because they're the furthest ahead. What does your company do to empower artists with tools to present and sell their work on their own terms? Is this the hackathon, or is this this isn't the computer repair company? This is not a computer repair company. That's cool. So this, I actually don't, that doesn't mean that this is the hackathon, but it does limit scope. Okay. What's the, actually I don't have to answer that. I was gonna ask what the URL is for catalog, but that's fine. Actually, I'm gonna turn off my fan. I think that's bad audio. And tell me if music is annoying. Actually, hold on. Okay. Anyway, what I was saying about Rack was just that he's got that awesome orb. If I was doing it, ideally, if I was doing a token for Rack, I would start there. Somehow embed cool, real ID numbers and stuff in it. Orbit around it. Bounce around inside of it. I don't know. Alright, catalog. That's all I know so far, so I'm gonna stop and then read. To empower art. Oh yeah, artists. Catalog. Tell me more about the kind of art this is, in the sense of, is this beginners? Is it like an amateur marketplace? Do you have access to galleries, like a network of galleries? Are you, like, do you have friends who are selling stuff? Is it internet art? Is it painting? Is it sculpture? Are you selling to, like, who is it for? Like, is it for collectors or artists or dealers? This is interesting and hard to do live. Oh, music. This is musicians who might actually upload to Bandcamp. What else is in here? What should Grass Community Token look like? Design special that isn't one of the... That's fine. Saint Fame, a community-owned fashion house, currently limited early branding. Saint Fame. That's cool. Alright, well, you're gonna bring Saint Fame back? For something else? I thought it was a one-off. Saint Fame is a part of Zora, or it's like stuff that Zora did before Zora was Zora, if someone wants to look it up. Catalog fine art tools to present and sell their work on their own terms. Catalog, I guess, implies like a back catalog of work that they already have. And this is for musicians. So I'm just gonna be corny, I guess. And I mean, putting Helvetica in a box is a quick and decent way to start something looking modern and chill. It would reduce down to a C and a square, I guess. But hold on, I'm trying something here. Right, so how many lines does I don't remember what a musical, what musical notation has for bars. I'm just gonna go with this, because it's funny, it actually doesn't necessarily matter what's authentic as much as what communicates as authentic within this context. Which is funny. Like, if three lines look more like music than the actual 8 or whatever, then you would do 3, I would think. Unless the audience was like, you know, high-end sticklers and you knew it was just gonna, I mean, I don't know. Right, okay. And then I'm gonna not do any musical note. Like, you've got the O and the G have two, like, circle negative space counters that you could turn into like a musical note if you wanted to do a quick bar across for the two of them. I'm just not gonna do it because well, maybe I will. I don't know. I'm gonna try and avoid it, I guess is what I'm saying. And then, hold on, let me see if you wrote anything else. Honest, resolute, and take ourselves too seriously, across crypto, related audience, music producer community. Music producer community. Music producer community. What does that mean? Is that like, beats or... I'm sorry, I just don't know. I like beats is funny. I don't know, I just don't know enough about the market. But that's okay. Let me think about Saint Fame too. I did kind of say I would do more than one. Plus this might... my fan is going nuts. Saint Fame. What are you guys gonna use it on? Is it more of the same, like, a streetwear type stuff? Of course it's like still an NFT. An NFT play, so it's gonna be some sort of like exclusivity. It's got patina, like a cruise value over time. It's going to be a combination of digital. I'm just going through what I know about it in an attempt to think of what might work for something like an identity. It's going to be digital and it's going to be physical. It doesn't have this, right, so I think the binary, is what I would focus on here. It's got two words. Saint and fame are opposites of each other to some degree, or they can be framed that way, where saint is like innocence, fame is like you know, worldly, material pursuit of potentially toxic, etc. And then you've got crypto and the I don't have the language for this. I haven't thought about NFTs in a while. But you've got like the crypto representation, which is the token, and then you've got the physical good, which is like whatever it is that they're doing, like a set or the hoodie or what have you. So there's always two things, and that duality I think isn't going anywhere, which is cool. And again, it's got whatever reciprocity, synchronicity with the existing materials, which is like, again, like the two-part name and the innate contrast. So in that case, part of the task could just be highlighting that, and then they've got a good story. It's funny, I'm just gonna do the same thing again. I guess this is just don't judge me. I guess this is just the place to start tonight. Sorry, this thing's chugging. All right. So ideally we start to approach some sort of like overworld, underworld type thing, maybe. Reflection, sameness and difference. Hold on a second. I'm going to try. This would only be a good idea if you knew it was going to spin and or, I mean, you could even it out by, hold on, did I didn't rotate it, I reflected it. That's why it's especially weird. Hold on, let me rotate it. There we go. That, okay, that actually reads. All right, and then you can also do things like you can either put it in a way where you know people will be reading it from, like if it was on a weird part of your shirt, then you knew someone could read it upside down or right side up. You could do it vertically, but I'm also gonna grab some photography real quick. Just, so I just use Unsplash all the time. It's mildly embarrassing, but I also don't care. Partly because a lot of doing platform design work is just taking whatever the user inputs and then trying to make it look good, and I enjoy that. And Unsplash, as far as that goes, is like a pretty good, it's like kind of best case scenario that they're using stuff this good. So I don't know, I don't really stress it. This is weird. I'm gonna try this one. Yeah. I don't know what I would do for fame if I was going to try and find a photo equivalent. I feel like that's probably a bad idea. An opposite of sky wouldn't be flame, it would be something more less holy. I don't know, maybe material like a brick or sand. I don't know. I'm not sure. I would want to think about it more. Or I do want to think about it more. But alright, hold on, let me see if... It's funny, I've been speaking in this monotone. How big should the company behind the brand feel? You should feel smallish. Okay, I'm switching over to catalog again for a second, or I'm going to try to... Hold on, let me look at your sketches a little more. Wait. Yeah, these are cool. Catalog as a whole that you throw things into, that's awesome. That's funny. Let me see if you said anything else. Better payment models, artistic freedom, be closer to your audience. Right, okay, we're honest, resolute, don't take your clothes as small. So it's... Saint Fame never left. We're dropping new physical and digital works. The collection of artists who are taking ownership in the brand. The Saint token is the community token. Ownership is being distributed to a collective of artists, designers, and community members. A community-owned fashion house. Right. Okay, so I guess Saint Fame is fashion specific. That's cool. And then catalog. I'm not sure I got anything new on catalog. Oh, I got the Abyss. I don't know what to do here. I mean, I would want to... I think I would start maybe... Like, one good way to start, if you're stuck, a good way to get out of it is to maybe think about other implementations that you know you're up against. So, for instance, if you know Saint Fame is going to want... The thing is, I don't know anything about token design. Like, is there a... What are the... token graphic design? Like, is there... What prior art is there here that I could look at? Like, I have, like, Pokemon chips, or whatever they're called, in my mind as I think about this, and I just don't know if that's... at all. I just don't know. Like, where do you see these? Are they in are they in your wallet somehow? Or sorry, I understand crypto a bit, but I also am definitely behind. I can think more about typeface too. If it's fashion, I don't know. Type has its own fashion, and they're reflecting each other to some degree. And so, I'm not on top of fonts as much as I might have to be in order to pick a good one that feels like it's like either you can fall back on a classic, or like be safe and smart and tasteful, or you really know your shit in terms of being tasteful in a forward way with type. And I don't know if I can do that. But I'll think about it. I wonder if anyone's still watching. Cool. Yin plus yang. Yeah. Can I give you any more info on catalog? Well, I would like to hear... If you want me to work on catalog, a good next step for me, I'd like to hear more about, like, how do you want people to feel when they see your mark? I don't feel like I have a good sense for, like, is it industrial? Is it like an archive? Is it like a warm place where they feel like it's home now? Should it feel like it's competing with, giant corporations, or should it feel like it's a mom and pop shop? I mean, I think you said smallish, which might tell me a lot, but maybe expound on that. Like, why smallish if you're trying to be, like, is that a marketing method, or are you actually trying to keep it small and bespoke somehow? Which is cool. I would just like to understand it better if you want to add stuff. So this is rough. I don't know if this is necessarily... It's funny, circle feels really weird. A circle for Saint Fame, I guess that's fine. When you had that shirt for Saint Fame, it had all sorts of shit on it. I don't mean shit as a... I just like a style. I mean, I'm into it. And I'm sure there were some circles in there. I think maybe the lack of sharp edges here feels off or something. Like, it doesn't feel threatening enough. Like, usually fashion has some kind of like standoffishness to it. How did I build this? Did I, oops. Oh, I can still do it. Hold on. I'm gonna try. That was cool too, whatever just happened that I didn't mean to happen. 1 second. I think that was this. Yeah, I don't know. Oops. The cloud is like highly questionable. Alright, let me see if anything was said about catalog. I don't see anything. Oh. Yeah, this is the existing Saint Fame stuff, huh? Word. I can see how you... I mean, I like it. I can see how you could use some new stuff, though. Oh, here's catalog. Okay, cool. Catalog want people to feel we have their back. A fresh take on an industry that has failed. Small, nimble, resolute in their mission. We want people to feel we have their back. Right, so catalog is like a description of their back catalog. Like they put all this effort into their catalog and they can trust it. I'm trying to think, like, why... Catalog does have a kind of a warm feel to it. What does that come from? Why would I feel okay? Is it like Sears catalog that you know, when you were a kid, you would look through all, like, the toy catalogs? Why? I'm trying to think of what the positive associations are with catalogs so that we can steal them and use them to your advantage. Music catalog might have an aesthetic already that we could use. I guess just using like maybe like an old-timey or like a warm-looking font for a word like catalog might do it. It's a great word. Feels strong and warm. Sitting down and flipping to Toys R Us, yeah, totally. Ben read chat more. Cool. I'll try and let them present their work the way they want. Cool. So it's a bit... Okay, cool. With my collection, my cherished collection, also Saint Famous Fallen Angels. Nice. Nice. Who's... Alright. Alright. So, catalog... This is wrong. I mean, this is okay. This kind of looks like school catalog or something. I mean, it's got character, and it doesn't feel bad, but I don't think... Ugh. This desk wobbles. Don't judge me. That's right. I did Mrs. Eves. Cap, what's that one that you told me about? Harriet? There we go. Yeah, cool. And then maybe we even... I mean, this... Let me see if this actually works. We'll thin out these lines. And, see if this might work anyway. This is... Hold on. Right. Alright, so this doesn't suck. It needs work. I don't know if you need the lines. The word catalog is itself just like really nice. I mean, obviously it's nice to have other stuff going for you. It's more protectable that way. And you're going to need stuff like, at the very least, you're going to wind up needing an icon or like an avatar for your Twitter account or your fav icon or whatever. So it's like you can't really get away anymore with just having a word mark, unless it's a really short word. Oh wait, I haven't been checking chat. Hi, Cat. I think a slightly groovyish to the catalog font. I think a slight groovyish, yeah. Is the best live stream. Thank you. For catalog, we like this symbol. For catalog, we like this symbol. What the heck is that? Is that like a vinyl record coming out of a square or something? Player. It's kind of like a record. Okay, yeah, it's kind of like a record player being pulled out of a sleeve. What about the Canadian spelling? Catalog. Why would you want to? I mean, catalog's cool too. If you needed it to be available in a different spelling than with the U, is a nice thing to consider, maybe. What was I gonna do? Oh, so I have a bunch of old stuff with vinyl shapes like that. 1 second. If I can find it. It's too bad you can't see my screen that I wasn't able to figure that out. It's fine. I just won't reuse old work, which is probably funner anyway. Alright, so you like... hold on, I'm gonna redo that. More mathematically. So I'm just putting in measurements for whatever. Why would I? Sorry, never mind. Alright, so I mean, it's kind of, you get the letter C out of it, which is cool, a bit. I don't know if your icon, I mean, your icon had, like, everything was see-through, which is cool. It's less literal. We might want to try and get some stroke widths out of it to match, the, font. I don't know, man. It's okay. I don't know about this. Let me look at it again. Let me check the chat. Catalogs, collections of smaller things that share something in common. That's cool. Thank you, Alan. Catalog, whole bigger than some of its parts. Use some gestalt to make it 1 + 1 = 3. Catalog. Why page curl for catalog if it's music? I'm not the page curl thing doesn't compute for me. Repetition is cool. Because then we get to do this. Is this still 250? I think I fucked it up. Yeah, no, it's okay. crazy lag. Which, I mean, in theory means, like, putting a bunch of records into a sleeve, which is like a catalog. That's kind of cool. This has a nice level of detail to it. It doesn't match the weight at all of the font. Not like we're stuck with the font or anything, it just seems like a typeface, whatever. It just seems like an easy win since it looks so handsome. So handsome. Kerning will be its own thing, it looks like. This is like, it's, this always looks good and then you wind up shrinking it down and it's like, oh shit. Yeah, it all clumps together. Maybe. Let me try, oops. I've had the same, like, 5 tracks on repeat. I apologize. They are fairly chill. It is my Damon Albarn playlist. No. I'm gonna try get the full 70s vibe going. Just to see if matching the icon does its own thing. This looks like Cattle OG, Cattle Og. I don't know. It's fun. It's crazy how being a designer, like, words just fall apart in front of you. Symbols too, for that matter. That's part of why naming is so hard. It's like you're just purposefully annihilating your understanding of words so that you can build them back up, and it's like hard. This looks like it's yelling a little bit. It's okay. Oh, that's cool. I mean, this is kind of corny. The mark is still pretty nice, though. Alright, I'm going to take a break from that. I'm going to read... OCR shipping label font. OCR shipping label font for shipped catalogs. OCR shipping label for what? Like, where... Where are catalogs going to and coming from that they have OCR shipping labels? I'm sorry, I don't follow. Are you thinking like the plastic sticker that's on top of the label that has like digits on it, like that kind of thing? That makes sense, I guess. Yeah, no, I mean, that makes sense. Bringing it back to the actual thumbing through of a book catalog. Frankly, I liked your Helvetica on the shelf version. Of course you did. Of course you did, Josh. Typeface sideways. How would you explore Saint Fame as a fallen angel? USPS, yes, that. What are you reacting to, Alan? How would I react to Saint Fame as a fallen angel? Well, I would start to do what I'd already done, which I think is where that comes from, so that's cool. And I'll just start back here a little bit. Fallen Angel. I mean, come on, man. That's so loaded, because the fallen angels, depending on your cosmology, aren't necessarily, like, you know, there's, you know, like to a Satanist, Lucifer is the world's greatest hero. Some people say that Prometheus is equivalent to Satan. That taking the bite of the apple wasn't necessarily the wrong thing to do. I don't think. I mean, I think that's kind of what you're tapping into a little bit with what you're just with the question itself. Fallen angel as a positive for the fashion community and crypto community, etc. So, but I'm just thinking, like, if I were going to try and represent that, I mean, whatever, I don't have to overthink it too much either. Like, I can just try and do some, like, dark, angelic shit. Which... I mean, Fallen Angel... I'll start busting out my cross designs. You know, there's obviously a lot there to play with in terms of pissing people off and also getting, like, making some really strong, memorable marks. There's, okay, hold on. I'm gonna do this, like, there's a couple ways I can do this. I'm just gonna do a radial, I'm just gonna do, like, a radial, light ray circle, whatever. I guess I don't know what to call this. And then make it black. And then see where that gets us. I don't know why I'm doing... So there's this way, which is like the geometric... This will give us a different character. Unfortunately, Black Sun is highly questionable as a symbol in terms of its associations, which is a super bummer because it's so rad. As a graphic element, fucking Nazis. This actually just looks like a sun. I just, you know, pencil marks are black. So I would actually have to, I think, invert it. Hold on. And then I'm going to do something else. And then we could even try and make it look like it's falling in a second, but I wanted to do this other way of doing this. So what I'm going to do here is this is a star shape. Like, if you option click on your shapes up here, you'll get a bunch of different things. And there's a star shape that if you click on your canvas after you've done it, you can get shapes like this. It's supposed to just kind of give you, like, the 5-sided star, but if you mess with the parameters, I had just done one of these earlier, so I already had it kind of set up. But that already starts to look more menacing and of the nature of a fallen angel. I can stop doing the upside down fame. Plus it's kind of corny. I mean, I might actually want to do Saint upside down. Like, at least that's a little bit of a statement. And kind of shitty in a good way. But hold on. I won't do either of them. Is this Japanese? Like, what does this look like? It looks like something. That, I'm not saying that's necessarily good or bad. You got to be aware of what you're referencing if you can. I mean, this is like Run DMC plus Land of the Rising Sun type vibe, I guess. I don't know if the stretching it worked out all that well. I'm trying to think about how to fill it a little more. Stretching shit is generally of the moment, and you can get away with it now more than ever, which is fun. But that doesn't mean doing it to the sun or to this angel is the right move. Yeah, this is super weird and pretty cool. I would have to, yeah, I mean, let me see if I can just keep going. Nice. That is terrifying. I wonder if it would be better if it ended in white. Hold on. Yeah, I think that's better. Hold on though. Yeah, I don't know. I'd have to spend more time with it to know when the burst should start or end. A lot of it would come probably down to like practical applications. Like, oh, that's really weird. Pretty cool. All right, sorry, I haven't read this in a while. USPS, yes, the OCR comment. Alright, sorry, Broken Wings, yeah, that's cool. Alright, catalog, what if you explored the tabs the stores used to have? Right. Tabs, like, you would leaf through them at the record store. That would tell you the genre's alpha, right, okay, yeah, I like that. Demonic messaging, word. +1, George Hotz. Who's George Hotz? Sorry. This is like a 90s album. Yeah, cool. Black Hole, word. Portal, word. Warp Speed, word. I wonder how that would work on a clothing label. I think it would have to be... It would look dope on a clothing label if it was embroidered, and you would just be doing the black, and then the white would be the color of the... would be the color of the material. Yeah, Kira Explosion. What am I listening to? I'm listening to Damon Albarn. This is that was Ambulance, I think. Think Tank? No, okay, so this is Tender. But I think this is what I was on. Yeah, this is Ambulance. This is one of my favorite Blur songs. Skinnier text. Skinnier text is going to look more like Akira, isn't it? That might be okay. Hold on. Yeah, skinnier text is going to look more like Akira. I'm going to pretend... I'm just going to not do that for a minute. Love what you did with the Internet Land Art Corp Electric Objects. Arla Catalog. Internet Land Art Corp Electric Objects. So for catalog, you're talking about the circle and the square, and you're talking about how you love big, bold shapes that I've used in other marks. Right, so I think that what that means is I should try some color. That's cool, I can do that. Skinnier text only when you had it stretched out before. I don't remember how I had it, but I believe you. That's cool. Bye, Alan, I love you too. Thanks, dude. That was actually really cool talking to you. I hope I didn't miss you. I think I would do like, I would just, if I were Saint Fam, I would probably be trying to mess with stuff. Like, I think that's kind of your whole jam, as far as I remember. In which case, I would probably be doing like ugly type or stretch type, or get someone that doesn't know anything about it to do it. You know, like that kind of thing. I don't know, like do it in Google Docs. Maybe do your logo in Instagram stories and then take a screenshot. I can still try and do a fallen. I can do a broken wing too. I'll have to think about that. I mean, I draw a little bit, but I don't, like, a wing is like, geez, I don't know. I mean, we could do like a photograph. We could do a logo can be a, yeah, I mean, okay, well, hold on. So for catalog, let me work on catalog for a minute. I don't want to do avant-garde. It's just not, I can't. I'm just not any good with it. It feels inauthentic. If you want me to go back to the, if you want me to go back to something like avant-garde, let me know. In the meantime, I'm gonna try and make Harriet work. Yeah. This is poorly built. That's okay though. I mean, that's part of it. Generally I'm trying to draw things in here as quickly or as efficiently as I can, where it's like just sort of an organic process, and then if something works, that's when you go back and you start cleaning it up or trying to figure out a good grid for it. I've seen people try and draw with the grid, or drawing expecting it to all of a sudden, like your sketches shouldn't be able to reduce down to an app icon size. You know, it's like, it's okay to think big for a while. If you have a good idea, eventually you'll be able to reduce it down to something small anyway. Actually, I don't know why I just did that. I don't know why I'm going into lecture mode. Okay, so I'm going to try this with blocks of color. Hold on, let me think for a second. Catalog, record store. I'm flipping through, like you walk in there, you're flipping through vinyl. The colors are going to be muted and warm, printed, CMYK. Maybe some, yeah, tonal. Ideally we can get like not completely flat, but like some slight gradient or gradation. But either way, I would think that it would be fairly warm. Doing this live is really intimidating. This isn't right, but it's okay. They match each other too well, maybe so far. Not matching each other too well, but I don't know. They match each other within a space that isn't a vinyl record store, I think is what I mean. This looks more like an interior design studio than it does the Led Zeppelin catalog. But that's okay. Now I know to avoid interior design colors. I don't know what I'm looking at. I don't know what I'm thinking of when I look at those colors. It's definitely something, but what we actually want is something with some teeth. It's still warm. Hold on, I gotta change music. This is like the 4th time now. This is Tom York Suspiria soundtrack. Everything's gonna be a little dusty. Hold on. Yeah, this is at least a little closer. What am I trying to do? I wanted to do a slight texture to the color, just by adding like some slight difference. I don't think it's actually gonna work the way I'm trying to pull double duty. I'm trying to use the same color on 2 discs and also do this gradation thing. And also I'm trying to do the color really subtly. One of these things is going to... one of these approaches is not going to work. Does this look... I suppose this square of circles kind of could look like a C if I thought about it a little more. Dig dark grays black with warm color contrast. Dig dark grays black with warm color contrast. Early 90s taco palette is kind of cool, actually. Catalog, that's funny. I like the Dark Sun vibes a lot. Dark Sun, yeah. Black Pyramid, dog. Black Pyramid. If you want to tip me, my my Venmo is my Twitter username. It's just my last name, Pirat, P-I-E-R-A-T-T. Tilda, the hands. Oh my god! If anyone in the stream hasn't seen it, I actually haven't seen the movie. I'm avoiding it. I just don't. I don't need it. I'll probably see it eventually. This song sure is nice. Okay. I'm not quite sure what to do with that at the moment. It's too bad. Well, I was gonna say it's too bad that you don't have a domain, but lockups are... no one uses lockups anymore anyway. Lockups is like when you use a lockup is like when you have the slogan and the registered trademark icon and the word mark and the icon, and they're all together, and then you have maybe like 2 or 3 different lockups that you're supposed to use in different contexts, like brochures versus annual reports versus whatever. Oops. My keyboard is borked and it sucks. I'm tired of it. And at some point I'll go through the effort of getting it fixed. I have a new MacBook. I have a year-old MacBook laptop and the keyboard is already just busted. And so I'm using an external keyboard, and that's annoying too because it's starting to get old. And also, anyway, I'm just starting to whine. What is this, like all caps? Huh. This is a great song. Brian Jonestown Massacre. Anemone, it's called. That's kind of chill. It kind of looks like a bunch of people living in the same house, but also whatever. This brown could be better. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, a catalog itself is like a pretty dark place, I guess, in the sense of like you close the file, you turn off the light, the things sit in their books. I don't know. There's something interesting here. Catalog feels warmer or more appropriate in private or something. I'm not sure. Maybe dark just looks more like a business. But that's something's going on there, which is pretty nice. Okay. I always want to get these little feet on the serifs to attach to the one next to it, and then it becomes a script, which is totally wrong. It just looks like it's supposed to go into the next one. It drives me nuts. Okay, so I'm gonna, you know what I'm gonna do, actually, is I'm gonna save this document. I haven't saved this yet. Boy, that would be a bummer. Alright. This is going to be, I'll just call this Twitch until I can think of a better thing. Twitch 1A. Maybe someday I'll talk about my file naming system. Okay, so catalog was pretty rad. Saint Fame. Is pretty cool. I feel like it could be, like, it feels, I gotta think. If the Q is not Q, sorry. If the keyword is fallen angel and fashion and like underworld and like that kind of biz, this is like, to me, all of that feels very tragic or romantic or full of life or dynamic. And the explosion in the middle, of course, has that. But even the explosion is centered, both on the X and the Y. And then it's cropped directly to it's cropped in such a way where you even lose the vague edge of it. Like, the explosion doesn't even get the chance to fade into nothing, to fade out. And then Saint and Fame are on the strong horizontal. Everything is very horizontal and centered and strong and stable. And that's not bad in and of itself, of course. But in this case, something feels amiss. So I just want to play for a second with even just changing the mask shape. Because you had mentioned Broken Wing, which has its own shapes. Which has its own, like, this is Chevron, this isn't what we want, but this is what I'm talking about in terms of taking what we have and just trying to make it more dynamic, or tragic, or meaningful, or mythological, or something. I'm not really sure. Oh god, I love this song. I'm gonna turn it up, hold on. It's appropriate. Saint Fame. Wait a minute. That's a swoosh. Fuck. Alright, hold on. I just wanted to try and see if I could do like a quick I actually don't really know what I'm trying as much as maybe doing the rest of the filling in the rest of a wing shape in a way that feels like handmade, I guess. If this was actually successful, hold on. Can I turn it into a bird? Is the Venmo account the black and white picture of me? Probably. I think I'm missing some comments, but that's okay. Sorry. Can I turn it into a bird that looked like a wingspan? Black dove. Birds are hard. I'm gonna get rid of this. I might be fading as well. Could be part of what's happening. If this were a client meeting, I would start to say, hey man, does anyone need coffee? And then they would probably say, no, we're good. And then I would say, that's cool. And then I'd say, I could use some coffee. and then I've just learned that I have to speak up. And then I would do like a 15-minute break probably. And I don't think I'm going to take a break tonight. I think we're just going to end it. But I don't have to do it exactly yet. I do want to solve this. I'm curious, catalog person, how did you feel about this? Was this like, could I be done here maybe? Like, would you be able to use this? I can futz some more. I mean, I'm looking at it again. The kerning is... Stupid kerning. I can improve it. There's different ways to align these two. If I saw this shape on an app icon, I would think that it was I would be like, is that a dice? Is that like a die? Maybe. I don't know. I'm not really sure what to say. It's got some decent character. And it alludes to like some sort of vibe that seems maybe useful. Is it the rounded corners that are killing it a little? Maybe. I don't know. I think the next time I do this, all things assumed, I would try and have some we wouldn't just start off the cuff. I think we would have maybe talked beforehand, and or I would at least have a document where I could get... We would have that document beforehand, and I would have processed it some, and asked you some questions maybe about goal. Like, I just don't think I have a good enough sense for what you're into to really feel confident that I can deliver. Yeah, see, that definitely didn't get any better. Okay, I'm just gonna pretend I didn't do that. And then with Saint Fame, I want to try something real quick. I mean, this is cool. If you want this, I'm happy to give it to you. I'm happy, all of this stuff, I should be working out of a Dropbox. It's already shared. I realized a while ago I should be doing that. But if you want any of this, I'm happy to give it to you. But hold on. Fallen Angel as a... That's just like a plunging axis, I guess. How you would want this to be... okay, so hold on. You would want this to have pointy ends, and there's a few pointy tips to, like, okay, so what I'm trying to show here is like something falling through the atmosphere. This is more like... It doesn't have enough speed. It would need to be something more like that. But either way, this isn't the right shape. I'm gonna show you how I would make a brush real quick to do the effect that I have in mind, which I'll show you, which will make... I'm not gonna explain what it is because it'll make sense once you see it. So I'm making a square, I'm gonna rotate it, I'm gonna do... Wait, hold on, I actually want it to be symmetrical. So you get to hear me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 1, 2, 3. Alright, so now we have this long diamond shape, and I'm going to use that as a brush. I don't hardly ever use brushes, so I had to go find the palette. This is an art brush. Cool. And then you'll see what I mean. Let's see if this works. Yeah, cool. It did work. So I got pointy boys now. You're seeing the... When I go to outline mode, you see the outline of the crazy Saint Fame mark from above. So the reason that worked, just for what it's worth, is that it's thick in the middle, and then wah-wah, and then these are two shapes that at the middle of them are at their furthest point, so the fat part is at the tip of the shape I'm trying to make, and then the... Oops, I zoomed out too much. Lag sucks. Oh god. Alright. Don't do that again. Please. Why are these so misaligned? That's weird. Right. Okay, cool. I should have just drawn that by hand, but I didn't know that's what I wanted. It's not quite... I'm gonna thin it out a little. And then... Yeah, falling star, dude. I mean, it sucks a little bit. Like, the type needs work and all that, but this is kind of rad. Or at least... do you want... I wonder if you have a preference on all caps versus not. What am I even in? This is Helvetica. It's Helvetica now. It's the first version of Helvetica I've actually ever purchased. And I gotta say, I keep looking for reasons to use it. I'm not like a Helvetica person generally. But it sold me, and it was actually not that expensive. I don't... This is relative, which is what I always use. Apercu or Apersu, or I don't know how to say it, is the one I used to always use. Relative is kind of like the older big brother. Same foundry, Colophon foundry. I have just found that most of my stuff looks good in this font, and it's just funny how it just works most of the time. This I wouldn't say is working too well. I mean, Helvetica is not a bad. I'm trying to think what would. Whenever I'm trying to think of a classic font, I will usually try and think of Vanelli, and he had like what, like 5 fonts that he used for everything, or I should be saying typefaces. He has like 5 typefaces that he used. I think it was Futura, Helvetica, Garamond, and I don't remember. I can't use Futura. I don't have a good copy, and also it's just really hard to work with. Helvetica I just talked about. I don't think a serif is gonna go well here. That's cool in as much as it's completely the opposite of the comment. That's not right. That's too dainty. Hold on, let me go read, see if you had any reactions to this. Actually, you might be like, nope, and then I should just stop doing this. All caps feels nicer. I like this for Saint Fame. The purple throwing me, think. The purple is throwing me, I think. Yeah, cool. Spark up, take a nap. I'm with it. Get some coffee. I'm with it. It feels like blockchain, but it doesn't feel like music. Datalands, that's why I've never said Datalands out loud. Datalands as aesthetic inspiration for catalog. Oh. Wow, okay. Huh, well, it's not going to feel anything like what we talked about. Or at least what I thought we talked about. That's okay. It'll just be like a future version of doing that same thing, which is, of course, fine. We don't, like, nostalgia sucks. It looks like Fame is being impaled. Yeah, that's cool. All caps feels nicer. Yeah. I always have a hard time with caps, generally. I don't have, like... I'm not as good with the go-tos. Let me do the supply font. That's cool. I will set that aside for a second. That's moderate. The supply font is monotype. Wide. Yeah, I've been on a Madonna kick lately. What of it? What of it, man? I like Saint Fame being barely legible. If we can pull it off. Feels appropriate. I don't think that is quite it, but something in that vein would be cool. I don't know about the shape either. I feel like it's working, and I don't really want to do another one in the sense of I kind of just got lucky. I like this font a lot, this typeface. I don't think there's any weights. Oh, there's bold. Bold, I don't think we need. I'm going to try this again. The top and the bottom seem kind of cool too. Oh, you know what I'm going to try real quick is what I did before with the other burst, which was to box it in. But this one's more dynamic, so it might work out better. What's going on there? Oh yeah, pattern brush. You can't change the color. When it's like that. Hold on. Well, how would it work? I'm trying to... I was gonna start doing a star field. I was gonna start drawing circles, but I realized it should look faster than that. So you would really want... You would just want to do like some lines, I think. And this is probably gonna be a bad idea. Fallen angel and his fallen angels. Looks like a woodcut. I have no idea if you would ever want to go this narrative heavy. I mean, depending on who's looking at it, I think a lot of people look at it and be like, what the fuck are all these scratches? Whereas some people might be like, oh, that looks like a fallen, you know, etc. I want to do one thing real quick, just because you mentioned data lands. So when I think of them, I would think of outlines on black, colorful outlines on black, which we're just a few steps away from. So just hold on. I don't know. This is like... It's a weird configuration of shapes. Just in the sense of it's kind of cramped. It's not as... like, this level of symmetry is not necessarily pleasing. It does look efficient. It does look like things are being packed away. Oh, I know. Hold on. Instead of a square, we could do a cube with a hexagon. Right? That's what they're called. That'll feel a little better. I suspect... Shit. So... What does this look like? There's like a cartoon that has a... Oh, what is this? Oh, this is Woodman from that graphic novel. I forget the name. It became a Netflix cartoon. He's like a piece of wood that has a face, and his face is like a knot in a tree, but he's got like lips that kind of are sticking out. Whatever. Yeah, I don't know if I can pull this off. This isn't really working. Hold on, I should read biz, huh? Can they loop into each other instead of overlaid? Yeah. Looks like a meteor shower. That's cool. Song ID. I'm sorry, I don't know what song you're asking about. If it's this song, I can tell you. If it's the one before it, I can tell you. Yeah, getting the lines to feed into each other is doable. The previous song I will share. I'm sorry if you don't have Spotify. This should tell you anyway, right? Yeah, doing the lines feeding into each other is definitely doable. It's just hard, and it would take me a while, and then I'm not even sure it's what you want or what I would want. It would wind up looking like Celtic, probably. It would look like projector tape feeding into it's like, or like cassette tape feeding into the next line, which is cool. I don't think. I mean, I know how to do it where it would just be like the Apple Power symbol, whatever that is, the clover. I think I could do that fairly easily, but I don't think that's what you're asking for. And I think to do something more elegant is going to be beyond me at the moment. What the shit is going on? I don't want to listen to this again. I think I'm done. I think I'm fried. I think that's what's happening. I'm gonna post this on Twitter, I think. I'm just gonna post this Illustrator file. I'm gonna outline the fonts. You can grab it from there. If you want to use anything, definitely do it. If you want to follow up with me and ask for stuff, that's cool too. I can tell you like what fonts are being used, what typefaces are being used. And I'll outline some stuff so that it can be used just in case. But that was cool. Thank you guys folks for watching. How many people? So there's 24 people logged in. That's cool. Wow, an hour, almost 2 hours. Holy smokes. I think I was technically recording this too on OBS. I wonder how big that file is, huh? 24 people. It's funny. That's the largest group that has been here since I started. So that's ironic. Sorry, people. But next time I'll know that this worked, and I can do it again maybe. I think next time, if anyone's listening, I'm actively looking for people who have identities that they would be open to being worked on in public, like this. Just because it's fun, and I think I can teach some stuff this way, which is something I've been thinking about. And then maybe I'll do like a tip jar to get compensated for it. Is sort of on my mind. Twitch sales, the stream too. Yeah, I don't know enough about. I just don't know. I've never done this before, and I don't stream, and I'm not like on OnlyFans or anything. Like I don't want to get old either, though. Like that's part of this. I don't want to become an old man that doesn't get how to do any of this biz. So that's part of it. I didn't jump on Snap. I don't intend to. Maybe I can skip ahead. You know why this works, which is funny, is that A, I'm just doing my work, but then also B, it's on my desktop. If it's because it's because it's on a computer. If it was on phone, I'd be like, no. That's funny. Okay, cool. Hit me up, and thanks again, people.